You're a funny little boy. I'm building a pod racer.
Welcome to the Imperial Brickz YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the last 25 years of Anakin Skywalker minifigures. So without further ado, let's begin. We're going to start with the Young Anakin minifigures because I think that makes sense. So first we have Young Anakin version 1.1. This minifigure came in a Naboo Starfighter set, and this version of Anakin, of course, features the yellow skin tone, and he's got a brown colored aviator cap with black goggles. This figure is worth about $10 new. The next Young Anakin minifigure that we have here has the same torso and head, however this time we have a light gray aviator cap with dark gray colored goggles. You can see in all of these sets he is a pilot of his pod racer, so that makes sense, and this figure is worth about $12 in new condition. 8 years later, in 2007, we got our second version of Young Anakin. This one has the same torso print, except for the yellow skin tone has been switched to light nougat to match the light nougat headpiece. We've got hair for the first time on our Young Anakin minifigure, and we still do not have any pupils. This figure is worth about $10 new. 4 years later, it's 2011, and we have our third version of Young Anakin, this time with a unique helmet as well as goggles printed onto the head. This helmet mold is the same as the Rebel pilot helmets that you're used to seeing. It's just recolored in gray with silver or drum lacquered metallic silver and dark red print with black outlines on it. This is unique to this figure, and it's worth about $14 in new condition. That same year, the Anakin minifigure was re-released with the same torso and head print. The goggles print is on the other side of the head that you're looking at right now, and the hairpiece from 2007 returned and is now on this figure, and he's worth about $5 new. In 2015, Young Anakin returned once again, this time with a new print for the torso as well as a new print for the double-sided face. He came in two sets, the 2015 Naboo N1 Starfighter and the 2015 Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator. This figure is worth about $8 in new condition. In 2015, the fifth version of Young Anakin was released, once again with a new print for the torso and a new print for the double-sided head. This time, instead of hair, he features a reddish-brown aviator cap with dark bluish-gray goggles. This figure is worth about $5 in new condition. The final version of Young Anakin came out this year, 2024, and once again features a new print for the torso. It does happen to be very similar to the previous one with just a little bit more detail added. We also have a new head print and a new hair mold featured, at least new, for this figure. This figure is worth about $5 new. Real quick, I just wanted to show the torsos and heads side by side. You can see the first two basically share the same print. The third one there has a unique print, fourth one has a unique print, and then the fifth one is unique, but the sixth one basically shares that with a couple more specks of dirt on there, I guess. And then if you look at the heads, they're all pretty different except for the fifth and sixth heads. You can see the eyebrows and mouth are different on the head prints. I don't know why they had to differentiate that, but they did, so now you know. To recap, there are two versions of the classic yellow Anakin with different color helmets. There is one version with the light nougat skin tone and no pupils. There are two that share the torso and head, but one has the helmet, one has hair. There are the two that look like they have the same head, but they don't. The newer one has a brown belt buckle. The older one has a gold belt buckle. Finally, we have the 2024 version that has a unique torso, unique head, and the newer hairpiece.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Before we move on to Padawan Anakin, if you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Now, we got two versions of this classic Anakin with the yellow skin tone. They both have the same head and torso print. The only difference is that one has a cape and one does not. This figure is worth about $20. In 2013, we got our modern interpretation of a Padawan Anakin with a light nougat hairpiece and a dark brown torso this time with much more detail for the Jedi robes. These are pretty easy to remember because there's really only two versions, the classic version with the yellow skin tone and the new version with the light nougat skin tone. Moving on to our Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker, or on the council but not granted the rank of Master, and we're just going to call him Anakin though. We got the first version in 2005 with the Episode 3 style of robe. This figure features, however, a headset on the face print and was featured in the Jedi Interceptor set as well as the Super Mega Space Battle set and is worth about $50 in new condition. The next version of the figure from 2005, version 1.2, features the same torso and head print. Literally all they did was remove the headset. They didn't even add the cheek line to the left side there, and the figure has a light-up lightsaber that cannot be removed from his hand. In working condition, a new one can fetch over $200. In 2012, we got our first modern-looking version of Episode 3 Anakin Skywalker. He features all-new robe prints, all-new head print, leg printing for the first time, and he has yellow eyes on the reverse side of this head. This figure is worth about $50 in new condition. In that same year, we got the same Anakin once again, at least for the torso and leg print. However, this time we have a new head print on the front side. It looks more normal, and on the back side, we've got the kind of Sith dark red circles, but not the full yellow eyes. This figure is worth about $90 new. In 2014, we got the same torso and legs, this time with a new headpiece featuring the Jedi pilot headset, and this figure is worth about $40 in new condition. In 2018, we got another version of Anakin Skywalker. This one, according to Bricklink, is not actually from Episode 3. It's from the Clone Wars, and it kind of makes sense because he has the armor or chest plate on the top half of his torso, but the head print is the kind of modern style, so he's here on the list. This figure is worth about $25 new. In 2020, we got a Duel on Mustafar set featuring Anakin with slightly burnt robes, this time with a plain face on one side and the Sith yellow eyes on the other side. This figure is worth about $35. Also in 2020, with Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, we got the same torso and legs as before, only this time the head has the headset printed on it. This is the same head used in Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. This figure is worth about $20 in new condition. To recap, we have two versions of the classic Anakin, the one with the headset and then the one with the light-up lightsaber that does not have the headset. There are the other 6, starting with these 3, that all share the same torso and legs. There's the one with the dark red circles and the Sith eyes. There's the one with the normal face and then the dark red circles on the other side of the face. And then there's the one with the headset on both sides of the face. Then we have these 3 that all share the same legs. The first one has a unique torso with the armor on it as well as the headset. Then there's the burnt robe version with the headset. And then finally, the burnt robe version with a normal face on one side and the Sith eyes face on the other side. The last grouping of Anakin figures are the Clone Wars Anakin minifigures. First, we have the version 1.1 featuring the armor up top, but with the simplified print of the Jedi robe underneath. We have one that only came in a Nintendo DS pen kit, but with a clone head, not Anakin's actual head. This figure, either of them, are worth about $11. In 2011, we got Anakin with the simplified robes once again, however this time with an updated belt and no chest armor. This figure is worth about $10. In 2014, for the first time, we got Anakin with printed legs and an updated print with more detail on the torso. This figure is worth about $30. Finally, we have Clone Wars Anakin wearing his parka. This figure was released in 2011 and is worth about $10. To recap, you have the original version with the most simplified print and the chest plate armor. You have the next version that has slightly more details for the Jedi robes, and finally the third version with the most detail, and then you have the version wearing the parka. Here are all of the non-animated versions of the Anakin minifigures side by side. If you're new here, be sure to check out ImperialBrickz.com for all your LEGO Star Wars minifigure needs. And of course, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, and I will catch you on the next video.